All right, we are live. Just getting everything set up, guys. That's all. Excuse that. All right, we are just waiting for people to go ahead and join. Let's see. Welcome, welcome, bees. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of Discord now and go back to my app. Here's the view counter is acting a little strange today. Let's see why that might be. Concurrent viewers. I actually have 4 people viewing. All right. Go ahead and say hi in the chat if anyone is currently watching. Want to make sure my live chat is working correctly. I know Bees is here. Okay, Lalit Ghost. Hello there, how are you today? I got 5 concurrent viewers, sweet. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started here. Hello, baby. Glad you were watching. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So, this is, stream 4 of our little MP3 player project I'm working on. So a couple of things I have changed since my last stream was I believe I added a 4th font, and that is just tiny font, and I don't think I've used it anywhere just yet. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay, I haven't used it just yet, but they are going to be there. We're going to use a couple of them today. But another thing I have added is I added the pause function, and essentially, or well, technically a method since it's inside a class. But what the pause and mute are gonna do is they're gonna do this for now, but they're gonna eventually have the actual pause and muting functionality. All right, we got 6 concurrent viewers. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and restart my chat on my phone, and hopefully I'll be able to keep track of who joins and actually engage with my viewers. All right, okay, good. So it is updating now. Sweet. All right, so other than that, I also did the same thing down here. Now, the muted part, basically what this is for, is going to be eventually whenever we get our options and our settings.json files set up. Because I do want this program to allow users to have it. I have the player muted upon opening. Something a lot of song or MP3 players have. They have the option to be automatically muted the moment you start the program. So that's something I plan on having. Not necessarily for pause. Don't plan on doing pause. But we are going to go ahead and run our code here just to show you, how everything is looking. So you may also notice I added the default album art picture or a photo. Basically, this will only show up if the MP3 file that we play doesn't have an actual album cover. So that's going to be there. I also added the image switch for the pause and fixed the one for the mute button. I still don't have the little highlight thing for it just yet. Still trying to figure out that. But I did add like a little thing here where it prints the starting value for mute and pause. And I also have it print in the function, so that way we have a little quick debugging tool in case something happens to go wrong with them. So that's pretty neat. Thank you, Autumn. I really appreciate it. Pomalo W. Hey, when will you continue the Discord bot videos? So good question. I will be continuing them. Probably, I don't know. My semester in college ends pretty soon, so hopefully I'll be starting to bring those back here shortly. But they're not going anywhere. They are staying. I promise you, I haven't ended the series that early. But yeah, you get what I mean. They are coming. They're gonna be here. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I just haven't uploaded to it recently. But now that we have basically went over what the video player looks like in its current state, I really like them and I want to know more about it. Yes, of course. I still am going to be uploading to it. I promise. But anyway, let's go ahead and start progressing in our project. Now, in today's stream, my plan is to actually add the play song functionality, where we can actually play and hear the MP3 file. So that's going to be my main goal for this stream. So what I want to go ahead and start with is the play method. So def play. And now if I go to my test file, I believe, okay, open file. All right, so we are going to be taking in actually, I need to open the file and then this is supposed to be play. All right, so we're gonna write pass into here for now because I'm gonna develop the other one first. And we're just gonna put in file name and we're gonna take it in as a string value. That way we can actually manipulate our strings and all that such. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do def open file. And actually, I'm going to change this to play song because I just remembered there's another method we're going to use that's also called play, and we want to make sure those don't conflict. So open file. And we're going to do that. Now, do I have file dialog? No. So what I need to do is I need to from tkinter import file dialog as fd, and fd is just going to be for short. You don't necessarily have to write it that way, but I do just because I like it. And then if I go back to my open file, I am going to put in file. It's going to be equal to fd.ask open file name. And if I go back to my test, yep, okay. And then for now, we are just going to type in, all right, return os.path.abs path file, just like that. And this will come later. Actually, no. We're gonna go ahead and put that in our open file as well. Or actually, we can do that here. Sweet. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type in pygame.mixer.music.load. Then we're going to put file name. And then pygame.mixer.music.play. And now, if I were to go ahead and just chuck this into my commands for the buttons, it would play the song. But that's not the only thing we want to do. We also want to get some information, some metadata from that song, or that MP3 file, I should say. And let me see if I make sure I'm doing this right. Yep, okay. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to type in file name is equal to file name.replace. And we're going to replace a backslash with a /. Now, basically what this is going to do is if I were to go to a folder right now and just go to my musics, if I copy the path and just write a string right here and fix that just like that. As you can see, I don't know if you can notice it, but there's a slight color change with the /T. What that is actually showing is it's gonna tab the string just like that. And we don't want that because the song just simply will not play. So what this .replace method here essentially takes this string and replaces every single backslash with a /. And it eliminates that tab format specifier. That's the word I was looking for. So that's why we're going to use .replace. So that way we can eliminate that issue. I have arrived. Any significant progress? Yes, we are now adding in our functionality for a couple of our buttons. So after that, what I then want to do is I want to go back to test.py, see what I have here. Okay, so sweet. All right. What I want to do is I want to create a variable called track. I want to set it to tiny tag. And let's see what I did here. Tiny tag dot get. And then we're going to pass in file name. And then we're going to set a couple of variables such as name or a track name is going to be track dot name. I think so. Title is what I'm actually looking for. And then we're going to set artist. It's going to be equal to track.artist. And then we are going to, let me check something real quick. Okay, I have Pillow installed. All right, sweet. Then what we're going to do is we're going to type in album name. It's going to be set to equal to track.album. And duration is going to be set equal to track.duration. Now, what track.duration does is it's going to return the track's duration in seconds. And to convert that to like your standard time format, which is just 00, like that, we need to do a couple conversions. Now, I had a good friend of mine help me out with this just because I honestly didn't know where to really start. And it's pretty simple. Basically, my friend Arixality, he just defined hours, minutes, and seconds, and then did the calculations as needed. It's actually a lot simpler than I thought, and Honestly, I wish I figured that out myself, but you know, sometimes just don't think, and that's what happens. So now that we have our readable duration, what we want to do is we're gonna set up a dictionary. And the reason why I want to set up a dictionary is because we might want to return this value, this dictionary, eventually. And, you know, that could be pretty useful, right? Now, you don't necessarily have to do that. It's not really needed, but we might want to return it one day. So I usually just go ahead and set up a dictionary, because then we can just chuck our values into our buttons like that. So I'm going to go ahead and type in info, make a dictionary. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the path. And that's just going to be file. Wait a minute. It's just going to be file name. Yep. I don't know what I was thinking. I was wanting to do that, but I forgot that's in a different method. Then title, just going to be title, or track name is actually what I should put. Artist. And then album, it's just going to be, what did I put? Album name. And need to do that. There we go. And okay. Duration. It's just gonna be it's actually gonna be readable duration. So there we go. Get rid of that. Now there's one more thing I want to add. And it's just gonna be the album image byte string. So I'm gonna just type in album image byte string. And what I need to do next is album image byte string equals tiny tag dot get. Okay. All right. So to do that, we're gonna do just album image byte string is going to be set equal to tiny tag.get. I'm going to pass in file name, and then image is going to be set to true. And I believe that's what I did here. Yep. Okay, sweet. And then after that, we are just going to set this equal to album byte string dot get underscore image. And that's it. I believe I don't need to add anything else to this dictionary. Excuse me. So now what I can actually do is start configuring our labels here. And the first one I'm going to do is song name label. So song name label dot configure, and text is going to be equal to nef string, and then let's see. Okay, I do want the convention to be somewhat the same. So song name and an info, and we are going to look for title. There we go. Now we can look for, what else is there? Artist name label. Okay. Artist name label dot configure artist, and voila. Now duration label dot configure, text is going to be equal to duration, and I need to make this a f string. And then There we go. And let's see. Album name. So just because I like to keep things in order, I'm just gonna write album name label dot configure. Text is gonna be equal to album name, and all right. Now let's change that real quick. Now here we could just put QnA, or we could actually put none, because if our MP3 file doesn't happen to have a like the name of the song built in, a name of the artist built in, basically what tiny tag returns is none anyways. And just to keep that same convention, that's just what we're gonna do right there. After that, what we need to do is we need to get the album image. And if I remember correctly, all right. Sweet, so might as well actually, no. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put if album byte string dot get underscore image is none, then we're gonna define a new let's just do this. Yeah, we're gonna set it equal to image, or actually, yeah, image tk. Hold on, wait a minute. I think we have cover image. It's just gonna be equal to album image. Yeah, since we already have it defined up here, we can just do that. And then else album cover image is going to be equal to let's see. Okay. Image.open io.bytes.io, and then I believe that's album byte string dot get underscore image, and then we're going to resize it by typing in dot resize, and then 128 by 128. Now the reason why we do that is because we want our album image to be resized and have its resolution capped at 128 by 128 pixels. If we don't do that, obviously some other stuff might get covered. It won't all fit in the same general area, and it just makes everything look pretty ugly, and we want our program to look pretty orderly. So it's about what we need. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and come down here and album image label dot configure, and then image is just going to be equal to album cover image. And just like that, we should be good to go. Let's see what else we might need to do. Okay, I actually need to convert this to a TK image. So album cover image is going to be equal to image tk dot photo image album cover image. Now, if I go ahead, so let's see, anything else over here? Okay, yeah. So album cover album image label dot image, it's going to be equal to album cover image. Sweet. And that is it. We no longer need anything else. We're not going to return this yet. That's probably going to be a decision I'll make further down the line. But if we go ahead and go down to our play button, and we can go ahead and type in lambda play song, and then open file, and yep, okay. So if I go ahead and run and debug this, if I click this button, it should open up a file dialog. And it did. All right, now I'm going to play a song that I don't usually get copyright striked on. And that is going to be, what was it? I got to find it. Lazarus Moment, Cabin in a Lake. I'll go ahead and open this. And turn down my volume. As you see, sound does indeed play. And as you see, we have our song name right here, our artist and band, which I think the Fluidified isn't the actual artist. It's actually the, I guess, the record label. But when this was downloaded, I believe it was just simply messed up. So it might not be right, depending on who you download your song from. Now, as for album name, I didn't come up with anything, which is a little strange, as it should have. Let's see, album name. It could be none, yeah. So that might be a bug we need to fix in the future. But as you can see, at least our album image did come up, and all you really need to do is actually, if I go ahead and start playing something random like this, but I'm going to turn my volume down because this is copyrighted, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so at least that changed back, which is what it should do. And okay, so as you can see, image does come up. And this is pretty darn good for just taking the bytes out of an image and then converting it back to a regular image. It doesn't lose any quality until you resize the photos. But overall, this is pretty nice. We can go ahead and close this out. And now, what we need to do is we need to work on our pause button. Now, if I go ahead and go back here, we can type in pygame.mixer.music.pause. And actually, I need to remove that line. So if paused is false, which basically means if unpaused, then we're going to pause. And then if pygame.mixer. Or if it is paused, then we're going to type in pygame.mixer.music.unpause. And it should work now. If I go ahead and run this code and turn the sound down so we can actually play a song. Lazarus Moment, Cabin in a Lake. If I go ahead and click this, and it does indeed pause it. And if I unpause it, it restarts back at the part where it was paused at. So that's exactly what we want. Now, the stop button doesn't work, which we can easily just fix that by creating another function called stop, or stop file. Or well, yeah, we can just type in stop song for the context. And we are going to type in pygame.mixer.music. And I think there is a stop function, yep, or stop method. So if I go ahead and stop button, I'm going to go ahead and stop song. And by the way, the reason why we use lambda here and not in these other functions is because lambda is used whenever our function or method takes in an argument. Now, the reason why I have lambda is because in play song, we are taking in file name, which is derived by the return value of open file. So we just go ahead and chuck open file right there. This is kind of a way we can call both functions at once, rather than have it do all of this in one file. You can make it do all this in one file. Matter of fact, it doesn't necessarily matter. I like to do it just because I like to label each little thing as its own function. And I plan to actually do some debugging here, or well, not necessarily debugging, but having stuff printed out to the output for debugging if needed. So I'm gonna actually start file opened, and we're just gonna go ahead and type in os.path abs path file. There we go. Or we could just actually call this a variable. So file name is going to be equal to that. Cut, paste here. And then we can just simply remove that and just type in file name. There we go. And then, all right. Then we could just type in print file opened, or well, file ran, and then we can just put in file name. Then we can do a new line, and then metadata. Metadata situation, and then we can just actually, yep, just put success or success fully retrieved metadata from file name, or just file. Now, if I go ahead and run this code, we just want to pay attention to the output here because it's going to provide us with some insight on basically what's going on. And if I go ahead and type in, or put in Lazarus moment. Okay, so unfortunately, we have a problem. Now, what caused that? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, I forgot to return file name. That is why. Alright, so just a simple mistake on my end. Alright. Hello, QDBP. How are you today? Alright, so go ahead and chuck whatever file I was looking for. Lazarus moment, there we go. Okay, so it plays just like it should. Now, I am gonna add some wrap length to some of these labels here, just because these paths can be quite long, and I'm actually gonna turn this down some. But these paths can be quite long, and we don't want our screen to get like super wide because of it. And yeah, I am from Argentina. I love your videos. Thank you so much, QDBP. I am glad you are enjoying my videos. Basically what we're doing is this is just a live stream of me developing my music player. So feel free to sit back, relax, give me some suggestions on what I should add to this, and yeah. Now, there we go. Actually, yeah, alright, that's better. That looks a lot better. And then we can just simply print For debugging purposes, we can just simply print metadata, new line, and actually, we'll come back to this later. We'll come back to that later. I was going to print like all the stuff to this dictionary, but we can come back to that another time. Let's go ahead and set up our mute function up. Now, I need to go to Pygame, or at least Pygame's documentation. So, Pygame docs. So, if I go ahead and find a mixer right here, and let's see. Oh, pause. Now there is gonna be a, I know there's gotta be a set volume. Yeah, set volume. Okay. Now, let's see. Set volume. Okay, I actually need to slider. What have I missed? So you haven't missed too much. Basically, like I said, all I've been really doing is just adding. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. Basically, all I've been doing is just adding some functionality to my music player here, and really just trying to set things up here and such. No. So yeah, it's not really anything. Just trying to... Oh shoot, what did I do? I probably just... Oh, okay. I probably just hit the debug button on accident, but... yeah, you haven't really missed a whole lot. All I've really been focused on was just adding the functionality to most of these buttons. Now, let's see. All right. Can I call this volume slider? Let's see. Okay, I actually need to call this something a little bit different. Yeah, set song volume. There we go. That's a lot better. So pygame.mixer.music.set volume. Now I don't know what the scale on this is. Let's see. Volume slider dot get the current value as an integer float. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, can I set the command? Okay. Set song value. There we go. Now, I'm gonna play this pretty loud. Let's see. I'm still waiting for the other chapters of Building a Discord Bot 2024. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I haven't stopped uploading to that. I'm just focusing on this project right now. I want to see how code marathons do for my channel. I'm seeing if people like them. If people are interested in watching me sit down for an hour or two and just straight coding. But don't worry. I promise you I'm not quitting the Discord series. I just honestly haven't uploaded it lately. I'm also in college, so my upload schedule is pretty whack, and I just haven't been consistent with them lately. But as soon as I get out here in a couple weeks for summer, my uploads are going to be a lot more consistent. So please don't hesitate to expect me to upload in the next couple of weeks. Just keep in mind, you know, I'm in college. College sucks when it comes to scheduling other things. You know, just keep that in mind. But other than that, let's go ahead and set my volume like pretty high, because I want to see if this actually works. Now, let's go ahead and run. Oh, run an iteration again. Now, I want to actually see if this works. Where is it at? Lazarus moment. Okay. So it does not work. That's a little weird. Okay. I want to volume slider dot configure. Let's see. Dot set value. No, dot. What does dot set do? Set the value to set the value to value. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 50. And let's see if that works. Okay, alright. So in that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in pygame.mixer.music.set volume, and then we're just gonna put volume slider dot get. Let's see if that works now. Lazarus moment. Let's see. Okay. That is practically nothing. That actually is nothing. Alright, so set volume, this will like the Oh. Oh, okay. So, you know what? That explains it. I should have read the docs a little bit more. I didn't even realize it goes from 0 to 1. Okay, so what I need to do is divide that by 100, because 50 divided by 100, that's just gonna simplify to 5 out of 10, and then 1/2. Yeah, okay. So that's exactly what we need to do. Now, wait a minute, wait, no. We need to do the same thing up here. Where is set volume slide? Okay, here it is. Set that to equal to 100. Then go ahead and play. Where is this at? I keep forgetting where this is at. All right, so something is obviously not working here. All right. Lazarus moment. All right. File open. I remembered a situation. All right. So, okay. Gotta figure out why that's not working then. All right, let me go to another test file real quick. So, test2.py, import pygame, pygame.mixer.initialize, or just init. We need to import tkinter as well. From tkinter import all. All right. Root is equal to tk. Yep. Root.main loop. All right. So slider is equal to scale. Whoops. Root. And we are going to put in yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make a method. Depth, volume. Pygame dot mixer dot music set underscore volume. And we are going to do slider.get divided by 100. And then we're going to print volume was set to game.mixer.get volume. Because this will set it, and this will get it, and then print it out to our output, which is what we want for this quick debugging. And command is going to be equal to volume. Okay, let's see. Oh shoot, I forgot the packet. Whoops. Slider about dot pack. There we go. Volume takes 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's that at? Alright, let's try this one more time. So that's kind of weird. I don't get it. Why was... We're just simply getting that volume. Alright, we're calling this function set volume and then get volume. Huh. It's a little strange. So that's why we were getting that error. So we weren't getting an error, but that's why it wasn't working, because this was occurring. I'm assuming. Hello from the Pygame community. Or wait, never mind. Facebook. Volume takes 0 positional arguments. See, I didn't give any arguments though. Maybe it wants me to add that, but there's going to be no arguments whatsoever. Yeah, like I said, I didn't do anything. I didn't expect it to, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Type error, though. That's a little strange. Let's just put something as like A and then none. Because it seems like it's wanting to give... Okay, yeah, so... Yeah. Okay. I wonder if that works. I mean, I shouldn't have to do that, but... You know, if it really wants me to... Volume was set to... mixer.music.get volume. Okay, now if we go ahead and try this one more time. Go ahead and find our track that we've been using, because it's copyright free. Yeah, still not getting it. Okay. So that's a problem. That is a big problem. Why is it not doing that? Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I just put that in the wrong freaking... Oh my gosh. I just put that in the wrong freaking method. But you know, at least it would have had the same problem anyway. So hey, I mean, I didn't do all that for nothing. Hey, that's nice. All right, sweet. It works. That's the important part. Sweet. Now we need to do the stop button, or actually, we didn't even test that out. Let's test out if stop works. So let's do Lazarus moment. Okay, all right. So it does stop the song. Sweet. So let's actually look at what we've done today. So we did these 3 buttons. Okay, we messed with all this, which is nice. All right. Let's see. None if track dot album equals none. Does that syntax work? No, okay. I didn't think so. It does work for certain things, like in lists, but it doesn't work here, which kind of sucks. But you know, crap happens. I do wonder why it's not working though, because it should be able to. If I go ahead and... Okay, I'm going to turn my volume down. Yeah, it doesn't want to do it. I'm never gonna let you go, never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go, never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give, never. But if I go ahead and do it and test... Yeah, if I go ahead and open up test and run this one, which is just a prototype, by the way. And then I'll, like, do this one here. It actually doesn't. I did not notice that. So, you know what? Let's try this one, because this one's actually a legit copy. Okay, it does work. So, I thought it returns none. What it actually indeed does is it returns an empty string. So another if block, if track dot album let's see, album name. All right, there we go. So if track dot album equals the empty string, then album name is gonna be none. Or actually, we'll do n slash. Now, let's see if that works. Woohoo, boom, boom, boom. Let's do this one again. When the days all right, that works. Let's do arc north. Sweet, okay. Now, if track dot artist, it's gonna be then artist, it's gonna be that. And track name just returns the path if there's no actual name for it, so that's fine. Also, I did not realize this, but my face cam is like royally messing up. Alright, let's go ahead and shut that off for today. I hate doing that, but it's just not wanting to work, I guess. It just started, oddly enough. Yeah, thank you for, yeah, I know. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why it's doing that. It's the second time it's ever happened to me, like, ever, when I having this webcam. I just noticed it on, like, my stream I'm watching on my phone, so I can keep track of chat. But, other than that, let's just ignore it and go ahead and see if this works. And I'll go ahead and turn my music, or turn my sound back on, because we're just going to play the non-copyrighted sound. Okay, so that works. Alright. Let's add a wrap length. And actually, is there a way we could hide the amount of text if it reaches like a certain point? Hold on. To Kinter label. See if there's what all the parameters are. Okay, actually, I never knew this, but if I wanted to just, I'm just going to comment all this code out real quick. Import OS path.abs path, and then let's actually print os.abs path. And then let's go to, let's just copy the path of this. And this is going to automatically pull in a string anyway. Now let's run code. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, dot replace. Yeah, see, that's the error I was talking about, because since my name starts with a T, if I put \T, it does the whole tab thing, and, you know, this is just a way to circumvent that I found. And I don't know why that went up there twice, but absolute path, you know, whoa, wait a minute, that's not right. All right, file.replace equals input enter file path. And now if I go ahead and run this code, I just gotta, sadly, I can't necessarily. There we go. Okay. Right, okay, that works. Sweet. Now, what if I did that, but then dot name? Is that possible? I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna just copy and paste this, because I can't be bothered to just sit there and do that. Okay, has no attribute name. See, I don't want to deal with the huge like string, because we're already gonna have a path label eventually. So I wonder, how can I get the just the name of the file? Because I want, basically what I want is, I want this right here with the .mp3. I want just that. How to get just the name of a file in Python. Just a file, not the path in Python. Let's see, get the file. Okay. Okay, os.path.base name. So you know what? Base name. There we go. We can remove this dot name at the end. So the face cam. So you want to see my face cam? I don't know. Let's see if he'll do it. Okay, okay. It's not doing it anymore, but basically it was glitching out a lot, and I just didn't want it to like break or anything, but it looks like it's working now, so that's nice. What if we go ahead and enter the path? Sweet, alright. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. So what we're gonna do is go back to main, play song, file name. Alright. So if track.title is equal to file name, which file name is gonna be essentially this here. Then track name is going to be equal to file name dot, or I'm sorry, os dot path dot base name file name. There we go. So now let's go ahead and run this and see if it'll just give us the base name of our file we've been listening to. Okay, sweet. It has been doing that. Wait a minute, actually. What have I been doing? I forgot which file I've been playing. Welcome back, babe. I'm glad you're here. Just wonder, it was some... Whatever it is, I wanted to turn off... oh, okay, it was a Cry Wolf song. So I'm gonna go ahead and just copy that. Or no, actually, I need to copy the path. There we go. And let's see if this works as it should. Cry wolf, cry wolf, cry wolf. Is that it? Is that really the one I've been using? In that case, let's do one that okay, it actually returns none. So But I did get an error. No such file or directory. I wonder why that is. That might have been from a previous iteration. I don't have that sound, hun. But let's go ahead and try this one. Link. No. Samurai. Okay, well that works. Now, as to why... Okay, I guess it's because it runs that function indefinitely. I'm not sure. But we're gonna go ahead and add some debugging stuff in here. All right. No. Where is it at? Okay. Print. Stopped file. Not sure why we need the F string there, but so it's tab 9 put in. All right, so stop file. We need to actually, okay, we need to actually do something with the mute. Now, okay. So I think what we can do for the mute is we can type in something like aviation info. I built somewhat same thing, but instead of playing an MP3, it plays .wav files because I didn't know how to make it read MP3. That's a little weird. Actually, what I'm using, so I'm using pygame.mixer, right, to play the music, or, well, to play the MP3 files. I believe it should play all, like, types of audio formats, whether it be WAV or OGG or MP3. It should be able to play all those, so if you use that, there is a small possibility you might have just done something wrong. But if you use something totally different, then not really sure. Pygame.mixer.init's the only thing I know, though. I believe it does do like most, like most of the common audio files that really exist on people's computers. Actually, that's something I want to test out, because if not, then I need to implement a way to where, like, if a person has a WAV file and, the error comes up that it can't play it, then I want it to convert it to an MP3 and then play it. So, actually, I want to see if I can figure out how to implement that in the future. If that ends up being the case, but we don't know just yet. That's something I'm going to test out, though. I am going to test that out. Yeah, so .mute. What was I supposed to do again? Okay, if unmuted. So what I'm going to do is, whoops, I did not mean to add those slashes, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type in volume slider, or no, volume. It's going to be equal to volume slider .get. The moment we write this function, we want it to immediately get the volume, all right? So if it's unmuted, then what's going to happen is pygame.mixer.music.set volume, put it as 0. And actually, we need to divide this by 100. Just forgot about that. And then if it isn't muted, oh shoot, how are we gonna? Dang, how are we gonna be able to remember what the original volume was? How is that gonna work? Okay, this isn't gonna work. Because it's just gonna, yeah, we're just getting the volume, but once we click the mute button to unmute it, then it's just gonna retrieve the 0. It's just gonna retrieve 0. And then when we try to unmute it again, it's just gonna stay at 0. So actually, what we're probably gonna have to do here is, for now, we're just gonna remove this, set the volume to 0 for if it, actually, we're just going to put 0.5 because the set volume, it spans from 0 to 1.0. 0.5 is just half, so 50%. Just make the music blast as loud as possible. Everyone's eardrums are messed up anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like getting sued. You know, I don't feel like getting sued, but it's a good idea for some people. Anyway, actually gonna put that before. There we go. And if it is muted, then pygame.mixer.music.setVolume. If it's unmuted, no, yeah, we need to put 0 here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Now, if I go ahead and run this, actually, I need to. All right, and let's do Cabin by the Lake. Where are you? Cabin by the Lake. There it is. Okay, sweet. The mute works. How will they... Oh my gosh. How would they hear the judge in court? That's terrible. That's terrible, Autumn. Why would you say something like that? Okay. So actually, you know, I'm going to close out all the functions I'm not going to be messing with. So what I need to do is game.mixer.music.set volume. No, wait a minute. What am I doing? No. Volume slider.set. It's going to be 0. No, 50. And then we're going to do the same thing up here, but 0. So now, if I, whoops. Let's just open that back up anyway. Run our code. And we'll do Lazarus moment again. Yep. Alright, so that's good. Now, we're not going to add any functionality to these just yet. Reason being is because we need our playlist box functionality first. And obviously we haven't messed with any of that just yet. Yep. So, we'll deal with that later. Now, if I go ahead and go, where is set volume at? Alright. Mute and pause are finished. Stop song is finished. Set volume is finished. That is finished. That is finished. Okay. Will you add a dark mode? That is a plan. So with my options here with settings.json, if I just go ahead and go here, I plan to add something like a theme. And basically this is just gonna follow like dark or light. And that's my plan for the future. So that way users, you know, they don't have to be stuck blinding their eyeballs with this junk here. Okay, now there was one more thing I did want to do. Okay, yeah, I wanted to basically add like the little path here. So actually, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make another label. So let's see. Let's go and call it path label equals label, and then we're gonna pass in self. It would be cool to add a JPEG background that you can insert. Yeah, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Mainly because what I thought about was, since there's some borders in between like the frames and stuff, I thought maybe I could have the color fit. I could have the color be somewhat of the same color of like, you know, the actual, can't even think of the name, album cover image, right? So like if I play Lazarus Moment here, the background theme color would be something like whitish blue green, somewhere around there. And it would only be like in the borders between each little thing, or each little, you know what I mean. But the thing is, I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know how to extract a certain color from here. Maybe something with Pillow. Maybe Pillow could do that. But I'm really not sure yet. And also, I don't know if I mentioned this last stream, but I forgot to say that Pillow actually isn't a built-in library. It's actually a library you have to download. So for those of you who haven't downloaded it yet, if you're even like following this, just please type in pip install Pillow, and you know, yeah. Sorry about that. I should have mentioned that, but I honestly thought it was built in, mainly because I had it for so long now. I just honestly forgot. But and then there's going to be there's going to be eventually a back and forward and add to playlist box function, but I haven't got there yet, so yeah. Now path label. So I want path label.pack. Okay, we're actually not going to be able to grid these. Where are our... Okay, so that's a problem. Alright, I know what we can do. So, yeah, pad x equals 25. So there ain't gonna be no side for this. Or no, there is. It's just, this is gonna be moved to the top because we want this to be packed first. There we go. And actually, I need to make, oops, did not mean to do that. I need to make a comment up here about these functions. Functions for buttons. There we go. And what I then need to do is, where was I working at? Here it is. Okay. And then date time. So the date time label, we're not gonna have it on this. Yeah, we are actually. This is gonna be censor. There we go. Always wondered if we can do that, but I don't think we can. Is constant even a data type? No. Okay. I just don't use it often, so I honestly don't know. But okay. Let's see. All right, so I need that label pack. Text is equal to path. Oh my gosh, I hate this. There we go, path. And then we'll do n/a because we haven't found the path yet. In our play song, what we're gonna do is we're gonna configure that path. So path label.configure. There we go. Sweet. Now, if I go ahead and run the sensor must be top, left, bottom, or right. Okay, then we're just gonna remove this then. Don't need to specify it. Run. Sweet. Okay. Now if I go ahead and pick a file, do Lazarus moment. Sweet. Now we need to add wrap length to the song name. Wrap length, wrap length, wrap length. Where is that at? Okay. Wrap length, and we're gonna set it to 180 and see what that looks like. Reason why we're doing this is because we don't want the, you know, the text to really expand the window too much. You know, it doesn't make it look all that nice. So this is pretty nice. Yeah, I like this. This is really cool. That might as well be censor. Looks bad like that. So where am I packing that at? Okay, so just gonna, there we go. Now let's go ahead and use some of these fonts. So the tiny font's gonna be for the clock and the path. Okay. Sorry guys, my ADHD is like killing me right now. Wah. You know, I found out that Wawa was actually a gas station at somewhere, which is funny. It's a funny name for a gas station, but it does exist. All right. Where is my text? It's gonna be up here. Where? Okay, right here. Now, font is gonna be equal to tiny font, which is a constant, which is a tuple that I made up here, and it uses the Arial font at it just, the only difference is it has different pixel sizes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and close this and come down here. Oh, there we go. Now go back to the time method. And font equals tiny font. No. There we go. And we can actually, you know what? No, let's actually close that now. And then close these, because I want to save some lines, or save some space on the screen. If I go ahead and run this. Okay, so we do have a little bit of bigger text. Now, whether or not that's going to affect, let's see, path. No. Lazarus moment. Okay, that might be an issue. Well, I don't know. That actually fits pretty nice. Let's see what other songs look like. Okay, yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue. Yeah, see, I do not. I don't like that. Oh my gosh. One of my dreams is like to visit a Buc-ee's and a Sal. Oh, that's something I really want to do one day. No, this is not gonna be good. We need to figure something out with that. Okay. You know what? Why does this need, why does that need a font anyway? Let's be real here, guys. Time is what needs a font. I just realized we're probably not going to be able to actually use any of those. I mean, at least like, unless like I make some sort of 6-point font thing. Buc-ee's is like an amusement park for truckers. I've never been to one. I don't know. I think it's in Arizona. I don't understand why some people call it a Midwest thing, though. But Autumn, you're correct. Like Buc-ee's is quite literally an amusement park for truckers. Like I've seen the inside of them. They're basically just like huge mall. They're literally, it's quite literally just a Walmart, but as a gas station. Is the way I like to see it. They have like a hot food section, cold food section. They have gift stores, all kinds of stuff. Now, I've never been in a Buc-ee's, but I've been in a place similar to one, and it was like on my way back home from Florida once. And I mean, this place was huge. It was built like in a style of log cabin, and when you walk in there, you feel like you're walking into a Bass Pro Shop, essentially. And it was like lined with like deer heads and stuff, and it was just. Yeah. Name any state that has a Buc-ee's that's not in the Midwest. Literally all of them. I don't think Indiana has a Buc-ee's. I don't think Indiana has one. I mean, I could be, if they do, then I'm gonna like, I will literally drive up to one just to say I've visited a Buc-ee's. Now, if you've been to a Flying J, they're kind of like Buc-ee's, but not the super long gas station part. But, yeah. Okay. So I got the time here. It would be nice if I can add some text at the top, but I would have to... Actually, I can. I can, actually. So you know what? I just realized something. Small font's gonna be huge. If, let's just make it go by 8s. Let's see what that is. Okay, so actually, maybe 10? Yeah. Tiny font. What do I want to do here? Okay. Title is going to be equal to label. And then we're going to pass in self. And then text, it's going to be equal to audio player. And then font is going to equal to, we'll do small font. Now, title.pack. Now, automatically this will put it in the center. So if I go ahead and run this. Okay, sweet. Now I can also, do we have a weight? Yeah, hold on. I wonder if that works. I think it's included. Okay, yeah, it actually is included. So you know what? Small font bold. Tiny font. Gonna be Arial. And then 10. Small font. Please 16. 24. 32. You know, I just realized I don't think I'll end up using the large and medium fonts. But, you know, I could theoretically, I don't know. I guess I could use them like in some other windows and stuff. Like the settings window we're supposed to set up eventually and such. Now, large fonts. Large fonts. This actually needs to be changed to medium. Medium. There we go. So we got a couple fonts now. Let's actually change. Do I want to change the clock to medium font bold? Where's time? Where is time? Where is time? Yeah, bold. And I realize another thing. If I actually come down here where tiny font is used, I realize this is redundant because the moment you open the program, it's automatically being updated anyway. So therefore, you won't even notice that it wasn't. Actually, yes, you will. What did I do? Oh, I'm an idiot. There we go. Something I didn't know is that tuples can actually have more than 2 values. Now, the reason why I thought it can only have 2 was because of the word tuple, right? But I did not know that it can actually have more than just 2 values. Now, that begs the question, what is the difference between a tuple and a list? Not really sure at that point. Unless there's something, you know, that lists have that tuples don't have, which there probably is, you know. Just being honest here, there's probably a lot that lists do, and I'm just not thinking. Now, sweet. We have this looking nice. Alright. Actually looks pretty nice. So I'm going to turn my volume up. There we go. Sweet. So next stream, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get our playlist box set up. And then eventually, after that, we're gonna get our settings system set up, and then after we get the settings set up, we'll just tweak around with some fonts and stuff, make everything look pretty, give the app a theme to follow and such, and hopefully fix these because these are bugging me. I want them to highlight, but yeah. Tuples are immutable while lists are not. By immutable, do you mean that, like, you can't change a value in a tuple? Oh, okay, one change, one not. Okay, yeah. Alright. Basically can't append, insert, etc. Okay, I got you. Alright, so tuples... So basically tuples are just going to be constantly the same. So they're better to have them as constants, I guess. Alright. Well... Guys, there's not much left. I mean, we have a 323 line, well, probably more like 300 line program. All we really need to do is just get a top level setup for our settings system, and then just tweak around with the fonts and stuff, and also get our playlist box set up. Which I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is probably going to be the most time consuming component of our audio player. Specifically because I've never really used a playlist box, so I don't know how this really works. It's going to take a lot of research for me to figure it out, but hopefully I'll think of something here soon. I won't be able to stream for a while, unfortunately, as it's going to be the weekend and I work on the weekends, but I can stream hopefully Monday. Yeah, should be able to stream Monday. But other than that, if you guys have enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit that like and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you join my Discord server. The link is going to be in the description. I constantly give announcements on when the streams are going to start and when they are starting. My Discord server is also a great place for people to hang out and share their code, and also receive help on their code if they are stuck. So if you're ever struggling on something like a project or a school assignment, or just something like a personal coding project at home you're doing, feel free to stop by. I mean, we'll be happy to help you. But other than that, leave me some suggestions in the comments on what I should add to this audio player here. And that is it. That is all I have to say. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.